In this video, we'll be showing you how to change your rear brake pads and rotors of your 2005 to 2016 Honda CR-V. And this will work in every single CR-V within those years. So as usual, we'll go through the whole thing together and we'll share a couple of quick tips. You are watching brakeX. Let's get started. And there's 2 bolts behind the caliper, and we'll use a just a regular wrench and we'll wrench it off. And once we get the 2 bolts off, we can use a flathead, just gently pry the caliper off and give it a little wiggle. It's just nothing too crazy, some very gentle wiggles, and after a bit of work it should come right off. Now once we get the caliper off, we can place on the top, the back of the rotor. And it's very important to not to leave the brake hose just hanging around. And now we can use a flathead just to very gently pry the old brake pads off. And if you are going to reuse the rotors and just change the pads, make sure you don't scratch your rotors while doing this. And now we can grab a 17, and there's 2 bigger bolts at the back, which is holding on the caliper bracket. We'll screw them off as well. And it should be pretty straightforward. And now we'll use a flathead just to remove this plastic piece that's blocking the hole on the rotor. We'll take it off first. And then we'll use the flathead again, just to adjust the spring inside the rotor, so then we can remove the rotor. Now be patient. This is that we're trying to adjust. And once we're done with that, we can give the rotor a little hammer, and it should come off pretty easily. And now we'll use a wire brush just to clean up the hub so it can be ready for the new rotors. And once we're done cleaning, we can grease it up. Now it's time for the new rotors. Now once we get the new rotors on, we can put a bolt back on just in case the rotor falls off. And then we can readjust the spring inside to get the new rotors tight. And once we're done on the rotors, we can work on the caliper bracket. Again, we'll use a flathead, pry the old clips off. And now we can grab a wire brush and just rub off the old dust and rust. And once we're done cleaning up, we can grease the caliper. And here's a little tip we share in every single one of our videos. We generally don't want to over grease the caliper. The right amount is just enough of grease to cover it up. And then we can install the new clips. And for this installation, we're equipping the vehicle with the brakeX alpha brake pads with the Aegis GEOMET fully coated rotors. So if you've liked the video so far, or at least find us useful, make sure to like, subscribe to our channel, and check us out at brakeX.com. And in our new packaging, you'll find an instruction of how to break in your new set of brake pads right inside the package. And now we'll take our pack of brakeX brake greases and we'll grease up the brake pads. And it's the same idea over here as what I shared before. The right amount of grease is not to flood your new pads with greases. We just need the right amount that covers up where it's going to sit on the new clips. And that would be fine. Over-greasing your brake pads or your calipers is actually one of the main reasons why your new brakes squeak. So please don't do that. And now we can put everything back together. Don't forget that little rubber part that we took out. It was blocking water and any debris that goes through your rotor into the adjuster. And now we'll grab a caliper piston tool to spin your piston back into the caliper. Now this might not be the most intuitive tool that you can find in the market, but it gets the job done. We just have to be patient. Now once we see the pistons inside the caliper, we're good to go. Now we'll put the caliper bracket back on the rotors and we'll want to reinstall the 2 bolts that we took off earlier. And if you have a bunch of bolts on the ground and not sure which 2 of them, it's the bigger 2 bolts. Now once we're done on that, there's a new clip for your caliper as well, so don't forget about that. Now once we're done with the clips, we can put the pads on the caliper, and for the inner pads you will have this little claw which you will have to put it into the piston of the caliper. Just give it a gentle little squeeze and wiggle. It should fit perfectly fine, just like that. And now we can put the caliper back on the car. Now it's the turn for the two smaller bolts. And please do us a favor and wrench it again, just to make sure your caliper's tight. You will not want it to be wiggling. And now we're all set. Thank you again for tuning in to brakeX. If you've liked the video so far, at least find us useful, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, or check us out at brake-x.com. And we'll see you again next time.